The economy is going through tough times. Many hardworking Americans blame wealthy CEOs, out of touch with what's going on in their own companies. But some bosses are willing to take extreme action to make their businesses better. Each week, we follow the boss of a major corporation as they go undercover in their own company. This week, the boss of America's largest accounting firm, Higgins LLP, a $13 billion business with 45,000 employees and over 1,000 clients, is going to trade his executive office and expense account for a long day out in the field. He'll assume a new identity and pose as a new recruit, and by working on the front line, he'll find out what's really going on inside his company. At the end of his time undercover, he will reveal his true identity. Their lives will be changed. Find out next on Undercover Boss. Well, my title here is President and Chief Executive Officer of Higgins LLP, and in that role, I'm pretty much responsible for all aspects of our company. I've had a lot of great opportunities come my way over the past few years that have allowed me to progress very far in my career, and I feel as though it's my responsibility to give back. This is going to give me the opportunity to really see what it's like to work at my own firm. We've recently had a lot of complaints and a lot of problems going on with a particular client, a car dealership that we've been auditing since the beginning of my firm. And if I'm able to pull this off, I may be able to uncover some of the problems that we've been having. While I'm undercover, I'll be posing as Nick Framrini, an auditor who's being followed by a small TV crew. People will think I'm shooting a small TV show and trying out an entry-level position at Higgins LLP. I'll be traveling out to Harrisonburg, Virginia, and staying in a low-budget motel as if I really were an entry-level accountant. Okay, so now we're moving on to the disguise portion of Undercover Boss. This is our lovely hairdresser, Danielle. She'll be creating my disguise today, and we're going to hope that it really fools them. So here we go, turning into Nick Framrini.
Because I did. Did you see it?
Kevin, Nick, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Ready to get some work done today?
Awesome. Well, I'm the senior associate here at Higgins LLP, and looking forward to a great day with you and showing you around.
Great, I'm excited.
All right, Nick. Well, today we're headed to the conference room here, and we'll go over some procedures and steps that we're going to do during an inventory observation here to get your feet kind of ready for this.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Kevin, so what's first?
Nick, well, today we're heading over to Ryan's car dealership. I'll show you the ropes there. First thing we're going to need to do is call the client and set up a time and date and be sure that they're not busy, so this way we can separate incoming and outgoing inventory. You also want to confirm that all the inventory belongs to the client, and if not, ask them if there are certain items that are on consignment. These are just a couple steps involved in the advanced planning. This is a very important step because it can prevent numerous errors and save us quite a bit of time and money, of course, as well.
Great.
Wait, Nick, hold on. One more thing before you call the client there. Make sure you ask them to tag the cars and inventory there. This way it prevents double counting.
Great, I'll go give him a call right now. So, looks like the first day went really well. Kevin showed me around and told me how some of the steps of advanced planning were. I hope he treats all entry-level employees like this. I'm excited to get this show started, so let's go do this inventory observation.
BMW I, it's a great car, 6-cylinder engine, 300 horsepower. It'll get you where you need to go. You can put your kids back there, anything you want. Hold on 1 second.
Mr. O'Brien, is that you over there?
Hey, who are you?
I'm Kevin. Nice to meet you.
Dan.
How's it going? We're the auditors.
Nice to meet you.
Had a chat on the phone the other day.
Yeah, welcome to O'Brien's auto dealership.
How's it going today?
It's good.
Has everything been stopped for us?
Yeah, we're closed down. Everything here I own.
Great. Oh, so none of the inventory is on consignment?
What does that mean?
Basically, it's like you have the inventory here, but the rights aren't actually owned by you.
No, it's all mine.
Perfect. Great. And one last thing that we talked about on the phone. Did you make sure to have one of your employees tag the inventory?
Yeah, they're all tagged on the front of the cars.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Well, I think we're gonna get started over here.
I think we're all set there.
Sounds good. Let me know if you have any questions.
Great.
All right, Mike. Well, the first inventory count we're going to do today is sheet to floor. The purpose of sheet to floor is for us to take the inventory listing from the client and check that with our count. So the first thing we're going to do is start counting the cars. On here it says there's 100 cars, so let's start.
All right. Let's do it. Looks like we got one here. They've been tagged too, like you said, so that's good.
Perfect.
Coming up on number 2. Again, tag. That's what we like to see. All right. 99.
Awesome.
And 100. Awesome. Looks like they're all here. It said 100 on the listing, right?
Yeah, according to my inventory listing, I had 100 on here.
Great. Just last question though. Why exactly did we start with the sheet to floor count?
Oh yes, I think I forgot to tell you about that. So the reason we do sheet to floor is to get the existence assertion. The reason we do this is because one of our greatest fears is that the client may overstate their inventory. The reason this is an issue is because that may be misleading for financial statement users.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start.
What are we doing again?
Nick, I told you, we are getting familiar with the inventory.
Cards, one blow from caving in. Do you ever feel already?
Alright Nick, now we're going to do the second type of inventory counting. We will be doing the floor to sheet. We're going to be selecting items on the floor and trace test counts of those items to the inventory listing.
Okay, cool. So, let me guess. Is this kind of like the last one we did, but instead this time we're trying to get at the completeness assertion?
Exactly, you're figuring it out, buddy.
And that's probably because we're afraid that the client might understate their inventory this time.
Definitely.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get started.
Perfect.
1, 2, 99, and 100. All right, so I count 100. Let's see what we have on the listing.
According to the inventory listing from the client, they have 100, so everything checked out. We're all set again.
Okay, cool. Are we done here for the day? Or?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I usually don't do the second count. I tend to wing it a little bit, but today we got both in, so we're doing good.
Okay.
You know, Nick, it's not that glamorous after all being an auditor. First of all, I gotta work for that Higgins guy. Huge pain in the butt. Second of all, I'm working in the rain.
I feel you, Kevin. Oh, whoa. What do we got here?
That's an issue right there.
Looks like this car says it's from 2003, and it's also got a little damage on it.
Ooh. You know, Nick, this could be considered obsolete inventory. I think we need to tell Big Dan about this one.
All right, yeah, I guess we'll talk to O'Brien about it during the debriefing.
Awesome.
Maybe we can talk about that Higgins guy, too.
Yeah. Oh, excuse you, Mr. O'Brien.
I'll have to call you back. Oh, please call me Big Dan, boys.
Oh, no problem.
All right, Big Dan, well, we did the inventory tests, and it looks like everything is good. We're just going to take it back to the office, and then I guess the last thing we have to do is our meeting tomorrow.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Sounds good. We're headed back to the office. Big Dan.
I'll see you boys tomorrow.
Good afternoon, Mr. O'Brien.
Kevin, I told you it's Big Dan.
Oh, Big Dan, sorry about that. Well, the audit went well. Everything checked out. The only issue we had was there was one car that was marked as a 2003 and had some damage to it. So I believe our firm will recommend that you write that down in your inventory.
Yeah, I'll have my accountants get right on that.
Perfect. Hope to see you next year.
Yep.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
You know, I'm not sure why I'm here, but pretty good.
Yeah. Did you have a good day working with Nick?
Yeah, I'd say so. He was a little rough around the edges, but he was doable.
Well, what would you say if I told you that I'm Nick?
Huh.
Well, actually, no, I'm not really Nick. Actually, I'm the CEO and president of Higgins LLP, and my name's Michael Higgins.
Oh, really?
Really?
That's heavy.
So I had a really great time working with you today, Kevin. There were also a few ups and downs, but overall I had a really great time. One thing though that really bothered me was that you said you thought the job of being an auditor was not so glamorous.
Nick, it's not that glamorous after all being an auditor. First of all, I gotta work for that Higgins guy. Huge pain in the butt. Second of all,
So I've decided to pay for an all expenses trip to the Bahamas for you and your lovely wife.
no way.
I'm being serious, 100% serious.
You're messing me, aren't you? That's ridiculous. Come on.
I'm telling you the truth.
Started.
Zombie on the track.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole